Are you studying all the time in pharmacy school or to pass the NAPLEX or MPJE, but don't believe you're going to pass? The number one mistake you might be making when you're studying. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Jessica Louie, and I help burned out pharmacists and healthcare professionals clear the clutter from their lives, simplify, and reset life so that you can stop people pleasing and thrive on your own terms. Today we're talking about the number one mistake you might be making when you're studying for board exams or in pharmacy school. Now, I'm an associate professor at a school of pharmacy, and I know firsthand what it's like to feel like you're not going to pass an exam. I'm a 2013 Doctor of Pharmacy degree graduate from University of Southern California, and I felt this way. Felt the pressure of studying all the time and not feeling like I was going to pass an exam. So how did I change this? How did I change my study habits so that I aced my NAPLEX exam, my CPJE exam, your state board exams, and my board certification in critical care? So I'm a board-certified critical care pharmacist. Well, this is the number one mistake I see many students making in pharmacy school or another healthcare professional school. Passing an exam is not only about how much you study. It's not about how many all-nighters you pull. It's not about the hours that you dedicate to studying. And I know this firsthand as someone who used to pull all-nighters as a first-year pharmacy student back in 2009. It's not something I recommend. It's not only about knowing the content and applying the content. Just like with Olympic athletes, your mindset really matters. And if you're pulling all-nighters to study, I highly recommend you reset that habit, because the number one thing we can do for our mind and our bodies is to get adequate sleep. Your 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night is gonna be so much more helpful to acing that exam you're prepping for. So if you're like me and wanna start resetting your mindset and make sure that you're passing your exams, make sure to click the link below to get your digital download to apply all these concepts to your life right away. Just as with Olympic athletes, we talk about this so often, whether this be Michael Phelps or another Olympic athlete, the mindset, the visualizations, the positive talk and affirmations make a big difference in if you're going to pass an exam or if you're going to fail an exam. And I know if you don't believe me right now, why don't you at least give it a shot, right? Use this technique for the next 2 weeks and see if it changes your performance. But consistency is key. If you don't keep up this consistency, you're not going to see if it changes your life. This includes how to visualize you taking an exam and passing that exam, how to incorporate affirmations and positive statements like, I'm a licensed pharmacist in California, into your daily routine so that the more you say you're a licensed pharmacist, the more likely it's going to happen and you're going to pass your state and national exams. You're going to optimize your body for success. Going back to how are you getting sleep? How are you staying hydrated? How are you supporting your mind and body to perform at the top level during these stressful events and situations? How are you going to take ownership of your time so that you know you're dedicating the appropriate amount of time to studying and prepping for these board exams, while also living your life and having a life where you're seeing other people, forming relationships, making sure that you're not letting other things go in your life, like movement and mental health and emotional health. How are you going to set up your week and your day for success so that you know you're doing the top priority things at the beginning of your day and in your weekly schedule so that you are setting yourself up for success? And how are you dealing with failure? If you have already failed a board exam or a big exam in your life, and how are you bouncing back from that? Getting the help that you need, because it's not going to define you. A failure in one exam does not define your life, your success, your work. And we need to reset that so that you don't carry that negativity with you forward. There's also bonus items with affirmation cards and more. Make sure you're getting the help that you need by clicking the links below and getting the help you need to address the number one mistake I see when students are studying for an exam, a board prep, NAPLEX, CPJE. You can also watch these videos on our YouTube channel about pharmacy, burnout, and simplifying your life. Until next time, my friends, spark joy.